What's going on, YouTube? You are now tuned in to MONICELLO'S reactions. And today we have an interesting video. XXXTENTACION's one of XXXTENTACION's killers was freed, man. Woo! I don't know, man. This shit looking real spooky, man. He told on everybody, so I don't know how it's gonna go for him, but we gonna see, man. Check this video out. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe down below for more MONICELLO'S reactions. Thank y'all.
As he's grabbing the bag, shots are fired.
Who shoots the shots that are fired?
Michael Boatwright.
Robert Allen, one of the 4 men convicted in the 2018 murder of XXXTENTACION, was released from prison in October 2023 after taking a plea deal and testifying against his co-defendants. Before and during his release, he gave police, prosecutors, and a jury the most complete account anyone from inside that Dodge journey has ever provided. Here's what Robert Allen said and what it cost everyone involved. The robbery. On June 18, 2018, Yase Dwayne Ricardo Onfroy, the rapper known as XXXTENTACION, withdrew approximately $50,000 in cash from a Bank of America branch in South Florida. He put the money in a Louis Vuitton bag. Then he drove to Riva Motorsports, a motorcycle and watercraft dealership in Deerfield Beach, Florida. His step-uncle, Leonard Kerr, was in the passenger seat of his black BMW i8. Onfroy was 20 years old. He was looking at motorcycles. He did not come back. Earlier that year, Onfroy had been making headlines both for his music and for the legal proceedings that surrounded him. His debut album had just dropped. His fan base was following his every move online. He was the kind of person whose car model you could identify from an Instagram post, whose daily movements were public enough that a man at a probation office months earlier had recognized him.
Because this is like another thing that rappers is man, them foreign cars, bro. You gotta think you riding through Florida and you think you're not about to just be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but me personally, what I think what happened was that he paid them dudes $50,000 just to knock him off. Like in so many ways, just to knock him off. Because he had so many legal issues going on. So he was just like, you know what, if I pay y'all $50,000, and it's funny because they said that he knew the dude. They was locked up together apparently, and after them getting locked up and shit, they was in the same they had the same PO officer and all this shit. So with me knowing that, he don't seem like the type of person that'll forget a face. You feel me? So if he see this person and he's like, oh man, that's the same person I was locked up with. What is he doing here? You feel me? He don't need, no offense, but you don't got the money to even be in here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure he was hip to him. I'm pretty sure, but I think he paid them dudes $50,000 to knock him off because of what was going on. Like instead of him committing suicide, it was almost like a I'm paying you guys to kill me type of thing. I mean, I don't know.
And filed the memory away for later. At that same time, 4 men from Fort Lauderdale were in a rented black Dodge Journey SUV. They had been driving around South Florida with guns, masks, and a plan to rob whoever they could find. The 4 were Dedrick Devonshea Williams, Michael Sherrill Boatwright, Trayvon DeMarcus Newsom, and Robert Allen IV. Williams was 22, Boatwright was 22, Allen was 22, Newsom was the youngest, 20, the same age as the man they were about to kill. Williams was the one they called Chucky. He had prior arrests
look
for
like
grand
Chucky.
theft auto,
That
burglary.
nigga look like Chucky. I'm about to run it back. That nigga look like Chucky, dog. Hold up.
Youngest, 20, the same age as the man they were about to kill. Williams was the one they called.
Look at this nigga mugshot, bro. Look at this nigga mugshot. You really do look like a Chucky though, cuz like you look scary as shit in the face. If I seen you on the motherfucking street, psych.
Chucky. He had prior arrests for grand theft auto, burglary, assault, and cocaine possession. He was on probation at the time and worked as a tattoo artist. He had 4 children. He was also the one driving the SUV that day, and the one who recognized the BMW.
Now he had 4 children. Now you can't. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. I got 2 girls. You feel me? I'm gonna do whatever I can just to provide for them. You feel me? Whether it's out here doing knocking folks off or whatever, bro. I gotta do what I gotta do to provide. I'm a father first, but this right here is insane. You feel me? This right here is insane. Now you just got taken away from your girls for 50,000. Basically, you about to do life. All three of them guys is about to do life. Y'all about to do straight up life, all because of the dude that told on y'all. Like, yeah, that was y'all man, but y'all cut him in. Y'all about to figure out why he did. Y'all about to figure out why he did this shit. Why he told on him. The real reason of why he told on him.
In the Riva parking lot. He had seen Onfroy before at a probation office and recognized his car from Instagram.
He seen him
Williams
at the
pointed it
probation
out
office.
to the group.
So if he seen him at the probation office, I'd have already known, like, okay, it's the same dude from my probation office, dog. I know for a fact this nigga up to something, bro. What do you? I'd approach him. Yo, what's good? Like, what you doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing here? And if y'all see in the video, they literally made eye contact. So at that point, it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, you can't.
He pulled up Onfroy's Instagram on his phone and matched the car in the photo to the car in the lot. He had an exit pass. That was how the group confirmed their target before anyone got out of the car. The vehicle they were driving had been rented the day before. It was Dietrich Williams' idea to get a car for robbing people. They used a woman named Tony Robinson because Alan was the only one with a valid driver's license and needed to be the one to drive.
So tell us about that. Whose idea was it to rent the vehicle? You have to speak up nice and loud.
The plan, as Alan would later testify, was general and unstructured. Drive around and rob someone with Ubers or anyone they spotted. They had not set out that morning to find XXXTENTACION. They had set out to find anyone. All four of them expected to be armed with firearms. Everyone was supposed to wear a mask.
Did at any point all four of you expect to be armed with a firearm?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the purpose of having a mask or masks, plural?
Allen had a Springfield .40 caliber handgun. Newsom had a Smith & Wesson .38 revolver. Williams had his own .38 revolver, one with a distinctive hammer, bow, and trigger. Boatwright had a .22 caliber short-barreled rifle. When the Dodge Journey pulled up on Dixie Highway and Williams spotted the BMW, the decision to rob Onfroy was not stated out loud. It didn't need to be. Williams told Allen and Newsom to go inside and confirm the identity. Boatwright and Newsom told Allen to go in with Williams to hear it from him directly. Allen went in. He walked past Onfroy, who was inside browsing with Kerr. Allen believed Onfroy didn't notice him. Williams bought 2 black neoprene masks at the counter while they were inside. They walked back out to the SUV.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, all 3 of them have it.
In the car, Allen said it was not a good idea. He told the group that he and Williams had already been captured on the store's surveillance. Boatwright and Newsom hesitated.
Now, see, right then and there, I'd listened to my man. Once my man said, "Yo, I think we captured on the surveillance," I'd have already dipped off. Y'all gotta know when to hit the lick and when not to hit the lick. Right then and there was not the time to hit the lick. You was caught on so many cameras, it was crazy. So many cameras, it was crazy.
Then Williams asked if they were scared. Boatwright said something to the effect of, "All right, we're gonna get him." Newsom agreed. Allen refused to get out. He was already on camera. Boatwright and Newsom put on masks and hoodies. Williams would stay at the wheel. The Dodge Journey moved across the street and parked. They waited 8 minutes and 35 seconds. That wait was captured on surveillance video. At trial, the lead prosecutor, Pascal Achille, played the footage in silence for the jury for the full duration. 8 minutes and 35 seconds of stillness and waiting to show them what premeditation looks like in real time. When Onfroy and Kerr came out of the dealership and got into the BMW, Williams moved. He pulled the Dodge Journey forward and blocked the BMW's exit. Boatwright and Newsom got out fast. Boatwright came to the driver's side window with the rifle.
What did Newsom do after he grabbed the bag?
He pointed it directly at Onfroy. Newsom came around to the same side, grabbing at Onfroy's gold chain. He couldn't get it off. Then ran around the car to the passenger side and entered the BMW. He grabbed the Louis Vuitton bag containing the $50,000. Kerr, in the passenger seat, was ordered to stay put.
But it's like, how did y'all know that he was gonna have 50,000 in that joint? How did y'all know he was gonna have 50,000 in that bag? There's no way. Even if me, okay, that's like me and y'all, right? Me and y'all, we go out and we finna plot and rob somebody. We don't know for sure how much that person got. We don't even know where the money is. We're just if we riding around like they say they riding around just trying to catch somebody off the rip. Okay, cool. You see the I-8 riding down the street. You don't automatically think I'm not about to just be like, yo, let's go see what's up with that I-8, man. That man could have had that shit could have been his people with him could have had guns, any fucking thing, anything. And they just randomly just closed him in and just did that, bro. And I heard that he gave him the bag. So what was the purpose of shooting him? What was the purpose of shooting him? God damn.
He ran instead down the road, away from the car. He survived. Newsom came back with the bag. The robbery was complete.
As he's grabbing the bag, shots are fired.
Who shoots the shots that are fired?
Michael Boatwright,
Where does he shoot him from? What side of the car?
driver.
So if XXX is in the driver's seat and Michael Boatwright is in the driver's side, the shots are coming onto XXX's left side or right side? Which side?
Left side.
Then, 3 shots entered Onfroy's neck. 2 bullets remained inside his body, 1 fragmented. The gunshots clipped the upper lobe of his left lung and grazed his aorta. Onfroy was unarmed. He had not reached for anything. The bag was already gone when the shots were fired. He was pronounced dead at Broward Health North Hospital at 4:51 p.m. EDT. The 4 men fled in the Dodge Journey. They crashed it during the getaway and eventually made their way back to Allen's house on 17th Court. Williams caught an Uber separately. At the house, they opened the bag.
Okay, so
Now watch
what was
this
in the
shit.
bag?
Money.
How much?
Watch the split up, y'all. This is why your man ratted them out. Watch the split up.
$50,000.
They split the cash into 4 piles. Williams, Boatwright, and Newsom each took $15,000. Allen, who had stayed in the car, received $5,000. Boatwright argued Allen hadn't participated enough to deserve an equal share. The guns
Hell no, we did not get an equal fucking share. I would have did this. Listen, we on a motherfucking move, Slim. I wouldn't have ratted y'all out though. I wouldn't have ratted you out. But somebody would have had to run their motherfucking pockets, dog. I ain't gonna lie. One of y'all motherfuckers would have had to motherfucking listen. Y'all would have had to run y'all motherfucking pockets. I am not gonna lie to you. 15,000 a piece. All 3 of y'all got 15,000, and I just got the 5. If you ask me, nigga, I'm at more risk than y'all was. Nigga, I had to be the getaway driver. What if I'd have decked it? What if I'd have crashed? What if the police was behind us? What if it? Then I would have been the. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have hopped out, ran, boom. Damn.
was left with Boatwright and Newsom, the Louis Vuitton bag, the bank slips, the key fob to Onfroy's car, all of it left with them. On the drive back from Riva, they had learned via their phones that Onfroy had died.
Somebody was not in shock. Besides Chucky. He was not in shock. That's what I said. Chucky wasn't in shock. He didn't really care.
That same day and the day after, the group's phones captured what came next. Cell phone videos posted to social media showed Williams, Boatwright, and Newsom fanning stacks of $100 bills, dancing, and smiling, hours after the shooting. Dedrick Williams was arrested 48 hours later during a traffic stop in Pompano Beach. He was wearing orange sandals and a white tank top, the same outfit visible in the Riva security footage and in his own Instagram posts from the day. He had not changed his clothes. He had not taken down his posts. Boatwright was arrested July 5th.
YouTube, you see what I'm saying, bro? Like, you just got finished pulling a move. Why the fuck did you think that it was smart to just be walking around Florida like that with the same shit you had on in the video? Come on, bro. You got y'all see what I'm saying? This is what I mean, bro. Like, we gotta be smarter than this, bro.
On separate drug charges. The murder warrant was served to him in jail 5 days later on July 10th. Allen was arrested in Georgia on July 26th, more than a month after the crime.
But this is what makes me think that it was all like a, I wouldn't say suicidal type of setup, but basically, like, man, it was all like the same. Like, it was You got to think about it. It was suicidal mission without being a suicidal mission. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you basically linked up with those guys. This is what I think. And rest in peace to X before anything. You know what I'm saying? This is not me saying that X wanted to kill himself or nothing like that, but seeing what he was going through, and with the women beating charges and all that stuff, and he was, I think he was about to go to jail, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he beat that charge. I think he was about to go to jail. I could be wrong though. You feel me? Don't quote me. I could be wrong. But seeing what these rappers and these artists be going through, like the Lil Papa situation. That man been going through it for years, man, putting it all in his music, and we all been thinking that, you know, this is just how he rhyme. This is just how this is his style. Nah, man, you gotta pay more attention to these artists, man. Especially, man, people like X and Papa, and man, even I ain't gonna lie, even Rod Wave. You really gotta pay attention to him.
Boatwright before the two split off in separate directions. Trayvon Newsome turned himself in at his attorney's office on August 7th. He was the last of the four to be taken into custody. All four were charged with first-degree premeditated murder and armed robbery with a firearm. They were indicted by a grand jury in July 2018. The case was on camera from the moment Williams walked into the dealership to the moment the SUV disappeared down the road. Detectives had the group buying masks. They had them waiting in the lot. They had the ambush. They had the getaway. What they needed, the inside story of who decided what, who said what, and why a robbery that was already over still ended with a 20-year-old shot dead in his seat, was going to come from someone inside the car.
I'm telling
that
you,
person
bro, I really do honestly think, y'all, like, he called that on himself. He called that hit on himself, bro. It's no way. He gave y'all the money. Once the money was up, it should have been, all right, cool, let's just get the fuck up out of here. We already on surveillance. Let's just get the fuck out of here. That's not what happened. And then you got him ratting them all out. Like, come on, man. I mean, hey, you give me fucking $5,000 out of a $50,000 play, and y'all get 15, man. You watch and see what I do.
Robert Allen. The testimony. Robert Allen was, on paper, the least violent figure in that Dodge journey. He had stayed in the car. He had taken the smaller share of the money. He had even said, out loud before the robbery happened, that it was a bad idea. But he had also confirmed Onfroy's identity inside the store, helped plan the logistics of the vehicle rental, taken the $5,000, and said nothing to police for weeks. None of that made him innocent, and the prosecutors knew it. What it made him was useful, because the story he could tell, if he told it fully and truthfully, was exactly the kind of story that could seal 3 first-degree murder convictions. Getting him to tell it fully and truthfully was the work of a detective named John Curcio, who went by Mongo, and an interrogation room in Broward County that Allen would later describe as making his claustrophobia set in. The interrogation has since been posted online and circulated widely.
Man, oh man, I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, dog. This is crazy.
It begins with the formalities of any recorded statement, a swear-in, introductions, the presence of Allen's attorney. Then Curcio, methodical and patient, starts from the beginning.
The easiest way to start talking about the case you're under arrest for, which is XXX's case, let's talk about the car, the Dodge Journey.
What follows over the next half hour is a slow excavation. Allen hedges at first, using I think and I guess when asked for specifics. Curcio calls him on it repeatedly. He points out that small lies make the big things hard to believe. He tells Allen that fingerprints are already on the car. The camera footage already puts him inside the Driftwood apartment complex getting into the journey. That Chucky, Williams, has already told a version of events. Bit by bit, Allen starts filling in the picture. He describes how Williams organized the rental, how Tony Robinson's name went on the app because the others couldn't. He describes arriving at Chucky's house before going to Riva, the group watching TV, the conversation about masks. He describes coming up Dixie Highway toward the dealership when Williams first spotted the BMW and said it was him. He describes being
Hey, go watch the show, mama.
being told to go inside and confirm it.
All right, what kind of gun did Boatwright have?
Something like small, real small.
Okay, well, like that, like a rifle or a handgun?
rifle.
He names the weapons. He places the guns at Chucky's house. He confirms who had what. He describes the moment in the parking lot when Williams said to rob Onfroy of his jewelry, bracelets, necklaces, rings, and the conversation in the car where he said it was not a good idea and nobody listened.
Okay, what happens is when they see him?
That's crazy.
Chucky cuts him off.
He describes the return to his house, the money in stacks of 10,000, the split, the immediate aftermath, driving back from Riva with the reality of what had just happened.
Okay, so you guys had to talk about something.
It was basically me talking to him. I was just, I'm finna go to jail for the rest of my life. They're like, you'll be all right. It's not gonna happen to you.
The interrogation gave investigators the bones of a confession. The plea deal, nearly 4 years later, would require Allen to give them the flesh. On August 12, 2022, Allen pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and armed robbery with a firearm. The first-degree premeditated murder charge, the one carrying mandatory life, was dropped in exchange for his full cooperation and testimony at the trial of Williams, Boatwright, and Newsom. Allen understood the terms clearly. He would get to go home one day. The others would not. The joint trial opened on February 7th, 2023 in Broward County Circuit Court before Judge Michael A.
They told him off the rip, nigga. You'll be able to go home one day, but them guys won't. Them guys will not be able to go home. Sorry, bud. You're coming with us, boy.
USAN. Allen took the stand on February 8th and remained there through February 13th, 4 days of testimony. He gave prosecutors the frame that the surveillance footage, by itself, could not provide. The cameras had shown two masked figures near a car. Allen could tell the jury whose faces were behind those masks. He described the planning in the car, the decision to wait, the way Williams had directed the whole operation from the driver's seat. He described Boatwright and Newsom arming them.
On us, bruh. Look at how he looking at him though, like, bruh, I cannot believe this goofy nigga just told on us. Oh, look.
Decision to wait, the way Williams had directed.
He said, bruh, when I get out of this, bruh, all I'm thinking about, bruh, is chopping that nigga up, bruh. All I'm thinking about doing is cut this nigga up. He like Kodak a little bit. Like them niggas could be brothers or something. Yeah, that could be motherfucking, yeah.
Directed the whole operation from the driver's seat. He described Boatwright and Newsom arming themselves, the move to block the BMW, the speed with which Boatwright and Newsom got out. That was the prosecution's framing and opening statements. Allen's testimony was built to confirm it, detail by detail. Boatwright at the driver's side window with the rifle, Newsom going for the chain and then the bag, Newsom returning to the SUV, the bag secured, and then the shots fired without any provocation whatsoever. Allen said directly, as he's grabbing the bag, shots are fired. He named Michael Boatwright as the shooter. He said Boatwright fired 2 or 3 times. He said Onfroy was on the left side of the vehicle. He said the whole confrontation.
Now see, right there, off the rip, y'all should have already knew what y'all was dealing with before that man even went on the stand, dog. Y'all should already knew once y'all gave him that $5,000, y'all should have known he was gonna rat y'all out. No doubt about it. Y'all should have already known he was gonna rat y'all out.
Lasted approximately 3 minutes. He testified that on the drive away from Riva, the group learned Onfroy had died. Boatwright turned the music up. Defense attorneys spent days dismantling him. They called him a 12-time felon. They called him a career liar motivated by self-preservation. They accused him of altering his story between the 2018 interrogation and the 2023 trial to match what prosecutors needed. The attorney for Boatwright was particularly aggressive, pressing Allen on every inconsistency, every hedge, every I think and I guess from years earlier. Allen did not collapse. He admitted he wanted a lighter sentence. He admitted he was not a reliable person by any standard measure. But he also said this, well, I definitely would like to get a lighter sentence, yes, but I definitely have remorse. I mean, I sit and look at the stand and see people crying, and I'm trying to do my best to get Onfroy's family and friends and his fans justice. The defense also had to contend with the fact that every specific thing Allen said could be checked.
Repent. Real shit. That man said, I repent. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? He said, this shit is not worth it. Not at all. Not at all. And this is what's crazy though. I think only 2 of them got life. And I think one of them got like 30 years or something, or 30, 40 years. But I don't think all of them got life. That's what's crazy. Like Florida Wicked. One of them gave us more information.
Checked against physical evidence, and it matched. DNA extracted from the black neoprene masks purchased inside Riva and used during the robbery matched Dedrick Williams with a statistical probability rarer than 1 in 831 octillion. Boatwright's DNA on a second mask produced odds rarer than 1 in 929 nonillion. These numbers were provided by forensic analyst Nicole Ahnat of the Broward County Crime Lab. Boatwright's phone had pinged at Riva at the exact time of the shooting. It had Bluetooth paired with the rented Dodge Journey. A box of .22 caliber bullets recovered from Boatwright's home was missing exactly 4 rounds, the same count as the shots fired at Onfroy. A separate .22 caliber bullet was found at Williams's home. Boatwright's fingerprints were recovered from the exterior driver's door of Onfroy's BMW. Boatwright's phone also showed he had searched both XXXTENTACION and Accessory to Murder in the aftermath of the shooting. Williams's then-girlfriend, Tanel Carter, testified independently. She told the jury that Williams had confessed to her that he had orchestrated the robbery and murder, and that he had then tried to get her to sign a false affidavit.
His girl told on him too? Everybody done told on these men, dog. This is crazy. Like, everybody done told on this man. His girl even said, listen, dog, look, he told me to goddamn, he shot him. Bow bow, and then next thing you know, a lot of other people came around and this, that, and the third. Hey, dog.
Claiming he was not the getaway driver. She refused. Meanwhile, in the holding cells during the trial, a Broward sheriff's deputy observed Trayvon Newsome yelling at Allen during transport, calling him a police a sellout, and accusing him of working with the white man. Allen testified about the intimidation attempt. It became one of the trial's most discussed moments. Defense teams tried to introduce a conspiracy theory involving rapper Drake, pointing to a years-old...
That's when the whole shit they tried to make it seem like it was Drake. Man, I'm telling y'all, X got y'all going around in a circle. But one thing I can say, for y'all to call that man a rat after y'all done gave this nigga $5,000 after he went on the move with y'all, yeah, I don't see how you do it. Y'all gave him each one of y'all niggas took $15,000. And y'all cut him in $5,000. That's crazy work.
Public feud between Drake and Onfroy as a potential alternate motive. Investigators and witnesses dismissed it entirely. Allen stated explicitly that no one else was involved and that the crime was a spontaneous robbery with no external orchestration. During deliberations, jurors specifically requested access to nearly 1,200 text messages from the defendants' phones. They deliberated for more than 27 hours across 8 days, long enough that speculation about a hung jury began circulating online. Legal commentators pointed to the complexity of the case: 3 defendants, 3 separate attorneys, and a body of evidence so dense that jurors had to work through it one thread at a time. The near 1,200 texts alone represented hours of reading. The extended deliberations were not a sign of weakness in the prosecution's case. They were a sign that the jury took the responsibility seriously. Then, on March 20th, 2023, the jury returned to the courtroom. Guilty. All 3 defendants, all counts, first-degree murder, armed robbery with a firearm. As the verdict was read, Michael Boatwright turned toward Onfroy's family in the gallery and blew a kiss. The release sentencing day was April 6, 2023. 3 men stood before Judge Michael A. Usan and waited to hear the number of years remaining in their lives, a number that turned out, for all 3, to be the same, every single one. For Trayvon Newsome and Dedrick Williams, the sentence was life in prison without the possibility of parole. Mandatory, non-negotiable, handed down with the quiet procedural efficiency of a verdict whose math had already been settled. For Michael Boatwright, the one who had fired the shots, the one who had blew a kiss at the dead man's family, it was heavier
That's
still,
insane
2
work.
consecutive life sentences.
Hey, look, that's insane work. To sit there and blow a kiss at the dick, that's wicked, bro. That's wild as shit, bro. So, bro, about to be under the now. You just blew a kiss at the yeah, god damn. You about to blow a motherfucking kiss at your cellmate, nigga, for the rest of your life. You ain't about to see no cheeks, no nothing, nigga. You ain't seeing no shred of pussy, nigga. You about to go smack under the jail. That was his last kiss he blew to a female. He said, listen, I can't, I'm about to be down. Maybe you could blow one back to her, nigga. I'll keep it in my pocket. Yeah, that's nigga.
Without parole, plus a consecutive 30 years. Judge Usen looked at Boatwright directly and said, you turned a robbery into a murder.
They gave him life with an extra 30 years, which means, bruh, even when you dead, goddammit, you gotta be in jail. They gonna lock your ass up under the jail. While you dead, they gonna bury you under the jail. They gonna bury you under the jail. Like, for real. Yeah.
Murder. On that day when you stood there and fired that weapon, you didn't just end one life. You effectively ended 5 lives, including your own. You will spend the rest of your life in prison, in a cell that has a stainless steel slab attached to the wall. That's your bed. And next to it is a stainless steel sink and a stainless steel toilet. And one day, they'll come and open up that cell in the morning, and you'll have passed on. And only on that day will you have served your sentence. Boatwright sat through it and showed nothing. 6 weeks later, on May 17th, 2023, Robert Allen stood in that same courtroom for his own sentencing. What the room heard from him was the thing the other 3 had never provided in any meaningful form: acknowledgement of what had been done, directed at the people it had been done to. He told the judge, if I have to die in prison, then so be it. I know the risk I was taking. Let justice be served. Please forgive me. Judge Usan noted that Allen had shown what he described as genuine remorse, a quality conspicuously absent from the 3 men sentenced before him. The judge also cited the work Allen had done beyond this case. He had provided information that led to probable cause in an unrelated ZMF gang cold case murder, and prosecutors had told the court he had put his own life at risk by cooperating against gang affiliates. Onfroy's family had been consulted before the plea was finalized. They accepted the arrangement. Allen was sentenced to 7 years in prison, with credit for approximately 4 years, 9 months, and 21 days already served in pretrial detention. The math left him with roughly 2 years to serve. In practice, the sentence had almost already been served. The time spent waiting for the trial to happen had counted as the sentence itself. On October 26, 2023, Robert Allen IV was released from prison. He walked out to 20 years of probation, a sealed home address, weekly phone check-ins with his probation officer, mandatory in-person meetings every 6 weeks, and a standing court order prohibiting any contact with Onfroy's family. He was not permitted to resurface publicly. He was not permitted to become a story. For a while, he didn't. The world, for the most part, moved on. Then came October 2024. From inside Martin Correctional Institution in Florida, where Boatwright was housed following his conviction, the shooter found a way to unlock his phone and access Instagram. What he posted was the same unguarded defiance he had shown in every other moment since the day he fired 3 shots into a 20-year-old's neck. I'm not sorry for nothing I did. He added that he was not an evil person. The post spread immediately. Onfroy's mother publicly responded. Fans who had been following the case since 2018 saw it and remembered everything all over again. The clip circulated on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, reaching people who had never heard of Boatwright and people who had never forgotten him. The irony of the post, that the same man whose own phone had betrayed him through searches and location pings and Bluetooth connections to a getaway vehicle, was now once again using a phone to broadcast his state of mind from inside a prison, was not lost on anyone. 1 month later, Dedrick Williams made a different kind of move. In November 2024, his attorneys filed an appeal brief arguing that Drake, the Toronto rapper whose public feud with Onfroy had been extensively discussed during the original trial, should be reconsidered as an alternate suspect. The brief pointed to an Instagram post and cited the old enmity between the 2 artists as grounds for reasonable doubt. Drake had already been subpoenaed during the original trial. He had already been excused by the judge. Investigators had explicitly ruled out any celebrity involvement throughout the proceedings. Allen had stated under oath that no one outside the group was involved. The appeal produced no new evidence. As of early 2026, the convictions have not been overturned, and Williams remains at Wakulla Pensacola Correctional Institution, serving life without parole. Boatwright's own direct appeal, filed as Michael Boatwright versus State of Florida, case number 4D-1223-0975, was denied by the Florida District Court of Appeal in 2025. The court rejected arguments about severance from co-defendants and challenges to the sufficiency of the evidence. The convictions stand. The sentences stand. Robert Allen, in the meantime, had been building something quieter. In September 2025, the court granted him permission to travel across the United States for work as a licensed CDL truck driver. His address remains sealed. His probation remains active. No violations have been reported. No new charges have been filed. He is somewhere on a road in the United States on probation until 2043, driving. In March 2026, the story went viral again, not because anything new had happened, but because the internet had found it again. Facebook pages, Instagram accounts, Threads posts, and X threads recirculated mugshots and old news clips under headlines reading, XXXTENTACION murder, suspect Robert Allen released after 5 years. Many of the posts placed the release in 2025. Some framed it as a brand new development. Allen had
Damn. So that shit came back up. They brought it back up, and then bruh, he driving trucks some damn way. He better hope he don't get seen no damn way, dog. Like dropping all packages or some shit. Well, they catch you delivering your Amazon package, you turn around and shit. You about to sign the little joint, you turn around, or right into some niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. Nah, man. Man, for real.
Had in fact been released in October 2023, more than 2 years before the posts began circulating. The outrage the posts generated was real. The timeline was wrong. But the underlying question the viral wave was really asking, the one that doesn't have a clean legal answer, was the same question it has always been. Is what Allen received actually justice? The prosecutorial answer is coherent and documented. Lead prosecutor Pascal Achille said it plainly in closing arguments. Plans hatched in hell do not have angels for witnesses. Co-conspirator testimony comes from co-conspirators. Without Allen, the masks might still be anonymous, the roles might still be disputed, and 3 men might still be in the kind of legal limbo that erodes cases over time. The deal was the mechanism by which the other 3 received the sentences they received. The human answer runs differently. Onfroy was 20 years old, shopping for motorcycles, with $50,000 in a bag he had legally withdrawn from his own bank account. 4 men recognized his car, confirmed his identity, bought masks in his presence, waited 8 minutes and 35 seconds in a parking lot, blocked his exit.
And then they said he might have been the only one with a fucking I-8 at the time. So it was like, and you the only one that's riding around Florida right now with an I-8. You too obvious, bro. You way too obvious. And apparently his mom was like, what are you even going out shopping for bikes? She said he had plenty of bikes. And he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go on my own. And she offered him to get security and shit, and he denied all that. So I don't know, man. This shit seems crazy, dog. This shit seems real crazy.
Robbed him at gunpoint, and then shot him 3 times after the robbery was already over. One of those 4 men, the one who said it was a bad idea and took the money anyway, is driving a commercial truck somewhere in the United States today. The other 3 will die in cells with stainless steel beds. Robert Allen broke his silence in a police interrogation room. He broke it again on a witness stand. He broke it one final time in a sentencing hearing before a judge who accepted his remorse as sincere. The 3 men who said nothing, admitted nothing.
Wow, bro. Yo, so that I don't know what this is or what that is, but all I can say, man, pray for him and pray for XX, man, because this shit right here is crazy. Man, this shit is crazy, man. Y'all have a good one, YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment if y'all want me to do more reaction videos like this. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment at the bottom. And keep y'all brings on bring. Y'all be easy.